This week, we're going to talk about the metaverse. And is it going to destroy human connection?
Quite possibly, yes. Let's send it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the Full Sun Living Show. We have a podcast. If you don't already know that, you can go listen to us anywhere where you listen to podcasts. But right now, if you're watching on YouTube, you made the best decision. So why don't you smack that subscribe button.
Smack it hard.
Smash the like button and ring the bell. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into this week's topic.
The metaverse.
Is the Facebook metaverse going to destroy human connection?
Short answer.
Short answer, yes.
Yeah. I want to know, if you're watching this, just say what you think. I want to know what our friends and people are thinking about this concept. And I'm completely okay if you're like, no, I don't think it is. I want to hear your side of it.
If you see value in it, then tell us how you see value. Because the whole time I watched this Mark Zuckerberg speech, like display of what the metaverse is, the whole time I was thinking, this is nuts. This is nuts.
You know what? We're going to show you, if you're tuning in right now, you're not even sure what the metaverse is or what the concept is.
Yeah.
We'll put a little clip up.
I'll show you a video right now of the beginning of Mark Zuckerberg's explanation of what the metaverse is. So let's watch that now.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse, starting with the most important experience of all, connecting with people. Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear. All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Mark. What's up, Mark? Privacy and safety need to be built into the metaverse from day one. You'll get to decide when you want to be with other people, when you want to block someone from appearing in your space, or when you want to take a break and teleport to a private bubble to be alone. You're going to be able to bring things from the physical world into the metaverse. Almost any type of media that can be represented digitally, photos, videos, art, music, movies, books, games, you name it. And lots of things that are physical today, like screens, will just be able to be holograms in the future. You won't need a physical TV, it'll just be a $1 hologram from some high school kid halfway across the world. And you'll be able to take your items and project them into the physical world as holograms in augmented reality too.
Ew. And we're back to reality.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And we're back to real life where people look at each other with their real eyes and hear with their real ears and wear real clothes. Dude, I'm going to get passionate about this topic.
Okay,
because
go ahead. You got the floor, young man. Young man in the front, go.
Yes. So Mark Zuckerberg, the theme that he gave this metaverse thing is connection is evolving. And it's one of those things where we have to kind of ask ourselves, is it evolving? Or are we just trying to like handicap it to make it easier for ourselves?
Right. Because it is evolving.
Yeah.
You know, things have, I mean, look at us. You guys, we're hanging out right now. You're watching what we're doing a week ago or whatever it is, whenever we recorded this. There's a sense of like, oh, this is, click on this and watch it. There's that sense of communication is happening. We ask you to comment on whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But
But we're also not telling you to go to your home, put on a headset, and tune out the rest of the world.
We wrote down one of the last things in the little short clip we showed when he said about the view and like set up your scene.
Oh yeah, where he's talking about his home. He says, your home has an incredible, inspiring view of what you find most beautiful.
Yeah. My question to Ethan was, why don't we want to be here?
Yeah.
And that's a loaded question. I mean, that question is more,
why don't we want to just be here right now, wherever you're watching this, wherever you're listening to this? What is happening inside our minds and in our hearts that's causing us to want to not be where we currently are?
Right.
Even like there's people who go on vacation and they're in the destination spot and they're still somewhere else.
Always. Why? Like that question is, I don't even know where the roots are, because and then too, dude, let's talk about this for a second. Just that concept. If you rewind us decades, vacation was the metaverse. Like, I got to get out of here. That's still happening.
I got to escape.
The masses, we all do it. I got to go on vacation. That's like the whole concept was you just physically need to remove yourself from your reality and go somewhere else and unwind and unplug. Mm-hmm. But even that, you can't compare them. They're uncomparable to this new idea.
Because you can still be present with the people that you're with on vacation. And I know maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, well, you can still like FaceTime people and stuff like that on this thing. And it's kind of one of those things, especially when he went into like, you can go to your own planet and you can be alone. You can block people.
Yeah, your little bubble.
Do you know, like in real life, like physical life, you can't, you don't block people.
Not without
like,
a police order.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can't like literally just be like blocked. You know what I mean? All you can do is ignore because they're still in your world, right?
They're still a human.
Yeah,
they're still a person.
It's like dehumanizing people.
Yeah,
it's making the whole reality of making people into avatars. How much easier is it to not only hate someone, which the internet is full of hatred and bullying and cyber craziness. But when you take all of that, how much easier is it to do that to somebody who is just a cartoon character in front of you and not a actual human being? And
I guess if we sat on that question a little longer, like, why do we want to not be here?
Yeah. Sorry, I
no, you didn't. You didn't, because what you're saying about the bullying, and just life stuff wants to kick you in the head half the time, like it's like laid out like I feel like society I don't know what it's like anywhere else. I've barely traveled. I don't know. There's so much I don't know, dude.
I feel like it's a satisfaction thing. You know what I mean? Like it's that reality that like nothing satisfies. Like in our world, there's nothing that will satisfy you. You can just keep searching and searching and searching. Mark Zuckerberg is a multi-billionaire and he's still not satisfied. You know what I mean? So you can just keep going and going and going and searching for something that will scratch that itch. And
it reminds me of like that concept of like, if you're like stranded in the ocean, don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Because you're going to start getting thirsty and you start drinking salt water and it kills you that much faster. Yeah. Because it's like, it feels like, oh, it's satisfying water, but it's what's in it is just sucking you dry.
Yeah.
And it just scares me, dude. It's legitimately like scary. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't live, as like a fear monger.
We both have
anything.
iPhones.
Guys,
we're not against technology.
No, it's just like the thought, like we were saying earlier, like to think if my dad or my mom came home from work,
put on a
headset and looked and just left again.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Like, it's sad. Like, cause when I think back about just life memories and where we're just stuff, just my life of remembering mom and dad or just sisters and brothers, people.
Yeah.
It's funny moments. And Kate and I were talking about this just with these, dude. Just these are like the cyborg extensions of ourselves, just like Elon Musk said.
We could argue that these are just as much destroying humanity. Yeah.
It's just the next level, like social media. It's now going to a deeper level of disconnection. We just talked about disconnection and these things. And now to think that we can come home and connect with people.
Yeah. In an already epidemic of fatherlessness in our world, literally fatherlessness since like the 1970s has not only doubled, it's like 6 times more fatherless. I'm just throwing that statistic out there. Fact check. You're going to fact check that.
You can find all the information on the Metaverse.
Yeah. If you go on the Metaverse, you'll find it. But fatherlessness has grown so substantially in the last 40 years. And this stuff is only going to increase it. It's only going to create fathers who come home, get done with work, say hi to their kids, then put their headset on. And these headsets, if you're not familiar with them, they cover your eyes and they have they cover your ears. You're in a different world.
Isolating headphones.
It's like before it was bad for you to be a dad who comes home and plays video games and just is on your video game, you know.
Yeah, we're not so bad.
And now it's like
now he's gone again.
Now no one can get in front of the screen. You know what I mean? Your kid can't stand in front of the screen and say, "Hey, Daddy, I want your attention." Now it's like the only way they can get your attention is by prying the goggles off of your cold, dead body.
Yeah. Whoa! and or put their own goggles on and hope they find you on your secret planet.
And then they kill you on your own planet.
Dude,
things could get weird.
It gets super weird. Guys, watch Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg already discussed this problem, people. Which I just watched that movie like a couple weeks ago randomly. And it's this. It is this. Which is so...
It's exactly this. Lydia brought up this really important thing that I didn't even think of. Is she said, "What is this going to do to women's self-image?"
It should improve it.
Yeah, I think it'll help.
I don't see there's going to be any problems here.
Yeah, but and it's not just women. It's both too. But
I just learned that I'm skinny fat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, people. But that wasn't even with the Metaverse.
Yeah. There we go.
Self-shaming.
Self-shaming, body shaming. If you want to body shame Nate, comment below. Comment below what kind of sigh. Anyways, okay. Speaking of cyberbullying, let's bully Nate.
Let's bully me.
Okay.
Okay, so Lydia brought up
Lydia brought a super valid point of self-image stuff about how if we are all just avatars and we get to pick exactly the way we look, we pick we have all these different clothes and stuff like that. No one knows the real us. No. And so now we start to create this idea that people validate our virtual self more than our physical self. Yeah. And then Lydia also heard this thing where a plastic surgeon posted this video on like YouTube about how they're noticing patients coming into their clinics for plastic surgery and they're showing them TikTok filters that make them look super beautiful. And they're telling these doctors, make me look like this TikTok filter. And the doctor's like, dude, I can't do that. That's literally impossible. You're asking me to do something that your body does not have the physical ability to do. And when I think about the metaverse, I'm like, this is only going to create that even more where sure, there might be some good things about connection on the metaverse, but when you log off,
you're back,
is it going to make your own self-image in your own home?
It's gonna fry it because it's so strange, and I feel like it's tampering with like a different level of stuff. Because there's one thing to use imagination.
Yeah,
imagination is super great. God designed it, and then there's like and even to think of like I don't know, you think of books and you have like imagination, and then like. Dude, I love it. Like Bear is in the zone of imagination right now. He is like, on the forefront of his own metaverse,
level. Like the Bearaverse.
It's like, it's the coolest thing. Like, it's the coolest thing to see. Like, we'll read books and then he will incorporate like the imagination of the book into his, like, just playing and living it out. And he's writing a book, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny to see him pull from resources to create new things. And then to think of like the metaverse, the concept of being able to go in and, you know, taking like, I don't know, Sims and all that stuff and taking it next level where you're like, I can create things. And there's like this funness about it.
Yeah.
But it's different. Like, I don't care how you dice it up. To me, it's just like there's a level that it's taking you
too far.
Go.
It's the same thing with video games. Like this isn't new in that sense.
No.
Like I think about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
There were people literally when I was growing up playing World of Warcraft, playing video games, and there were kids literally like peeing and pooping in their pants because they didn't want to go to the bathroom because they were so in it.
Yeah.
Or they would stop eating or they'd stop drinking because they were so addicted to the game. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The only difference is you're even more in it because you can't even notice that there's a world around you.
And if anything, I think too, dude, I don't know. Let's try this out. I think it's just going to cause more and more, not only like individual separation, but social class separation.
Yes, that's true.
Because there's going to be plenty of us that aren't going to be able to afford stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be plenty of now all these brand new experiences of separating and being like, well, you're not good enough to even pretend you're good enough.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Well, to pretend that like you'll be able to join this universe or whatever, and that you'll be able to afford all these different, like these homes and all these costumes and these whatever, all these brands like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and you know what I mean? They're all going to be jumping on.
Getting in on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gucci is already designing what's their names? Somebody's already designing stuff for it.
Because they can charge a crazy amount and then the rich can go in and they can buy it and
we should set up a Full Sun Living Planet.
Yeah, a Full Sun Living Planet with mugs and T-shirts that are free for everybody.
As long as you pay us.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of one of those things. It's like video games. It's like none of this is like bad in theory if you don't allow yourself to be sucked into it. But
how do you not? If we're already sucked in so hard with just these.
That's what. That's what I mean. It's programmed to suck you in. Like it's science and math now. Yeah. They know how you work. You and I work. They know how our brains work.
They're onto us, man.
Yeah,
they know.
They're watching.
This is why they don't want their kids on it.
Yeah,
right. We've all seen enough documentaries to know the people making this stuff are like, yeah, I don't want my kid to have that.
Yeah,
because they're like, it's this crazy to think of a child having that. But
yep.
So it's not new ideas.
No,
it's just advancement in what we've already been doing. But man, doesn't it feel different? I can't believe. I mean,
I feel like
I've never felt this way when PlayStation 5 came out. I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be weird. I was like, oh, that's going to be.
I didn't feel this way when the first like virtual reality stuff came out, but the fact that they're mixing it with social media, that's what they're calling it. They're like guising it with this idea that it's like a FaceTime thing, and it's not. It's a video game social media experiment where people live in the metaverse, and when you mix that with Facebook censoring people that they disagree with. Sorry, I'm just saying. If you mix it with Facebook censoring people, you mix that in with like people using cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, where now people will be bringing actual real finances into their world.
Yeah.
People will start making poor decisions with their finances. Which I'm not against cryptocurrencies. I'm just saying.
No, it's just
it's one of those things where it's like, which obviously you can bring a US dollar into that world or whatever. But when people start living their life and there's transactions and things like that, what's stopping some really weird, perverse, stuff from happening, or like kids being sexually exposed and things like that? You know what I mean? There's just so much that could go horribly wrong with this. All of this to say, okay?
Say it.
Connection is evolving, this whole idea. I think it's like, yes, I get what we're all, I love what you said, like it is evolving because we are on YouTube, we're on Instagram, whatever, it is evolving, but it's also not evolving. There's a way of doing real personal relationship with people that you love And I think in many ways we've lost the art of relationship.
We have. And I think too, like I even in our conversation right now, I'm thinking of like when stuff starts getting like the unnecessary tools needed for connection. Like, dude, the panic when Instagram was down for a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People were like freaking out.
What do I do?
How, I can't post my thing. You know, and like all of a sudden that's snatched up, or like, you know, to just lose. Just going back to that question, why do you want to leave, man? Like, what's going on? Like, I think just addressing that, like, and kind of like honing in on it, like, and not internalizing, because you never fix your problem internally. But like, dude, I'll say it, like, for me, going to God and finding out, like, God, why do I want to leave right now? Mm-hmm. Like, what if I simplified it to me without the metaverse? Why do I want to be scrolling on my Instagram for an hour? Mm-hmm. Like, God, what's going on in my
heart?
Right.
Yeah.
Not even my mind. What's going on in my heart? Mm-hmm. What is it that's what is it that just wants me not here?
Yeah.
Like
dude, that's such a good, I think everybody watching this or listening to this, that's such a good question to ask ourselves when we see the, social media and things like that pulling our attention, like hardcore pulling. We need to be asking ourselves, what's causing me to want to stay here, in here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every parent, every person or any kind of connection or relationship knows that if you have a phone, your phone has fought for your attention at a dinner table or in a circle of friends or a party or whatever. You know that your phone has fought for your attention, and you know there's been that voice at the back of your head saying, man, why can I not just put my phone away? You know what I mean? If we're honest,
totally.
we're
the
there.
problem.
We've been there.
I am there.
But I think that's where I think taking a journal out, getting back to reality, and just writing down like, okay, God, I feel like my heart is stuck. I don't know how to not do this because I've been doing it for so long. And then just writing down, this is why I feel like I don't want to be here. Mm-hmm. And then writing it out and being like, my expectations haven't been met. My day doesn't go the way it should. I feel depressed. I feel anxiety. All of these different things, and just being honest with ourselves, and then looking at those things and saying, okay, how can I realistically fix this? Because this won't fix it. We all know that it just won't. And so if you need like real counseling, or you need to, whatever, you need to go to a therapist or something like that, then do it. But ultimately, this whole thing comes down to we're all searching for some kind of satisfaction. I'm just going to be real.
That's it.
I personally believe that Jesus is the only thing or person that satisfies, because he's the only thing in my life that caused me to actually put everything in perspective and be like, oh, I don't actually even need any of this. Like at the end of the day, if I have him, then I'm good, because he's the only person that's never rejected me. He's the only person that's forgiven me of everything I've ever done. He'll never reject me, walk away from me, cast me away. He is acceptance, like he's acceptance in bodily form and in spirit form. And so I believe Jesus is the only way we get through this. And that it's not it's your truth, it's my truth, or anything like that. That's what I'm trying to say, is it's not I don't believe it's that. I think Jesus is the only way that we sort these things out in our hearts. You know what I mean? When it comes to the metaverse, it's like it's only addressing things that have just been going on.
Yes. Yes.
So that's where I'm at.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So how do we send it this week? Ask yourself, why?
Yeah.
Why do I have this draw to run away, to disappear?
Yeah, because currently it's not out.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming, and we're already kind of in the metaverse. So if we can kind of prep for this concept, because do I think fully that it's going to be like all of America and the world are going to put on goggles and leave? No. But
I think
enough
it could
of
progress
us,
to that.
Like, that's what I mean. Like to think of like, I don't know, who knows what we're capable of. Mm-hmm. So start there. Yeah. Just see why do you want to leave all the time? Why are we always popping on these bad boys and checking out?
I think it's a good conversation to have with ourselves. You know, whether you're
and
for
with
the
and
metaverse,
with people.
Yeah.
The people you're looking for in here, why don't you just invite them over?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
Game changer.
Instead of being, that's the. Sorry, we can get all into this. One last thing.
One last thing
is
subsend.
It ruins intentionality. Like that's the thing with like Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Ask yourself, when was the last time I went through my contacts on my phone and said, I'm just going to call somebody that I miss.
Yeah.
We depend on Facebook and Instagram to do it for us, to tell us what's going on in people's lives, but we don't just take the intentionality, which is real relationship. You know what I mean? So
bomb dropped.
All of that. So we love you guys.
We're
not trying to be fear mongers.
Good luck, man.
But
we'll see.
I think this is something we all need to be really honest with ourselves about. So,
we do.
Yeah. If you are still watching this, hit that like button, subscribe.
Gotcha.
We got stuff coming out every single month, twice a month.
First, third
Friday. Yep. First and third Friday every single month. We always have our podcast coming out on all audio platforms, and we're always on YouTube, which is the main area we'd like you to watch and listen. So if you're one of our faithful listeners on audio only, shoot over to YouTube.
YouTube. I started cheering for them.
Yeah.
If you guys saw me do that, you know.
Yeah. For the people on YouTube, we love you. We love the audio listeners too.
We do love you guys. Because you guys are probably jogging right now and laughing.
Yeah.
Just having a good old time.
So funny. But for real, go to YouTube, because you can actually comment and we can actually talk. That's the best part about it. Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a good day.
Bye.